So Brawl Stars is clearly dying. It is on the verge of primal extinction. So today I decided to come up with some ideas that will save Brawl Stars from becoming dead and the game that we once loved. Wait, what do you mean once loved? We play this game every single day. The game that we play every single day and don't touch grass over will finally be good again. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. These ideas were all of my own. Some of them were borrowed, some of them were concepts originally. I hope y'all enjoy. Like and subscribe. So I think every single living, breathing human being can agree that Brawl Stars needs more collabs. The collabs have been really good. The SpongeBob collab, the Godzilla collab, and there are multiple mini collabs. However, we need some big collabs that can save Brawl Stars forever. Now, I have chosen one anime collab, one game collab, and one movie collab. We're going to start with the game collab because I think you guys are going to love this one. However, this one's quite controversial. The first collab I'm saying we need is Brawl Stars x Fortnite, an Epic Games and a Supercell collab. Wait, hear me out, guys, because I know a lot of you guys do not like Fortnite. However, this can easily increase player rates. I'm saying that we need some emotes coming into the game. Imagine Shelly dancing and twerking. Okay, imagine Shelly doing some really good emotes from Fortnite. I feel like emotes is not in Brawl Stars. For some reason, you can't dance inside of Brawl Stars, which I can understand. It's a mobile game, fair enough. But imagine if you win the game and instead of going to that lobby screen, everybody gets to see you hit scenario or floss. That is kind of aura. I feel like we also should be getting some pickaxes from Fortnite into Brawl Stars and maybe a battle pass coming into the game. We could easily see some skins, and for Fortnite, maybe we could get some brawlers coming into Fortnite. That kind of sounds quite good, but you know what sounds even better? The anime collab I have planned. This one, I'm actually going to wish and pray for this one to come in. Brawl Stars x One Piece. Boy, you know this one's going to be good. We already have some pirate skins in the game. However, what if we have more? Sang as Sanji, Colt as Luffy, and possibly Meg as Nami. Or Meg as Frank. I feel like we could get some easily so many. I know that, look guys, I might not be the best when it comes to ideas of naming Brawl Stars brawlers as One Piece characters, but I know a lot of you guys can absolutely cook. So maybe if Brawl Stars look in and look for some exact figures that look similar to One Piece characters, they can easily fit in some pirate skin things and we can get so much good stuff. And also a new game mode called Grand Line Showdown where there's berries instead of bounties and we could get so much cool stuff. A new currency called berries as well would be amazing, and a wanted poster for brawlers. That would be way too good. Now for the movie collab, I'm thinking Brawl Stars x Squid Game. Now, Squid Game is so popular at the moment, it's crazy. Literally every single game has a Squid Game collab. Fortnite, Roblox, so many games have Squid Game collabs. So why not have Squid Game in Brawl Stars? YouTubers have already started replicating Squid Game in Brawl Stars, so I think it's only fair if Squid Game does come into Brawl Stars. Maybe a red light, green light game mode, as well as a mingle game mode and a tug of war game mode would be absolutely amazing. They don't even have to give you trophies. I feel like a guard skin, and then also if they turn brawlers into Squid Game players would be as skins, that would be so amazing. But of course they kind of have to give a free skin. Now guys, for the next thing that needs to come into Brawl Stars, imagine a custom skin for a brawler. OMG, that would be absolutely crazy. That's right. Imagine if Brawl Stars had custom skins. Not custom brawlers, don't get me wrong. Custom brawlers would be too crazy, but a custom skin. Let's start with the most basic brawler in the game, Shelly. Let's say there's a new battle pass, and at the end of the battle pass, you get to customize your own Shelly skin. You can change its look from the shirt to the legs to every single thing about Shelly and make it your own unique colored Shelly. That would be absolutely amazing. Or if they don't want to do a custom Shelly skin, there's lots of brawlers out in the game that can have custom skins. Or we could get custom titles. Imagine choosing an appropriate, of course, title for your profile to be shown. That would absolutely be amazing. I feel like a custom skin, I'm surprised why it's not already in Brawl Stars, but a custom skin would be absolutely amazing. And let me know guys, would you like to see a custom title? And if it is, what would your custom title be? I'm not gonna lie, Brawl Stars is fun. However, it's not fun to play for a very long amount of time. And I feel like one thing that could easily change this is a story mode. Now, I feel like this has been a topic of discussion for a very long time, but we never actually got one, which kind of sucks. A story mode or a lore adventure mode. Imagine going through Star Park, fighting in boss battles, dialogue, PvE game modes. Oh boy, that would be amazing. Brawl Stars really need to look in, give us some cutscenes, exclusive skins, lore secrets. I feel like a lot of the nerds would actually love this game, whereas the casual players can just continue the game, chill, brawl, and do all the stuff. And then maybe when you're done with all the brawling stuff, when you're about to log out, you realize there's a story mode. Let me go play the story mode. I feel like a story mode or a lore adventure game mode would easily be so good. Another thing I feel like should come to Brawl Stars is clubs 2.0. Now, club, I don't know what it is, but I just don't feel right with clubs. I feel like they should definitely revamp Mega Pig. I don't know what even is a Mega Pig. Sorry, but I feel like we should get some weekly competitions between clubs, which would easily make Mega Pig more funner. Because the Mega Pig, don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it's not fun if you're stuck with a Mega Pig on level 2 every single time because your club just doesn't play Mega Pig. So I feel like Club Wars definitely needs to come back, because Club Wars was one of the most funnest things that was inside of Brawl Stars. I feel like we definitely need Club Wars, make some sort of interaction that we can have. Maybe we can start a war on other clubs and we can compete in this new world for territory where there's clubs that will compete against other clubs, and whoever gets the most territory by the end of the week wins, something like that. I feel like we also should get some more XP. Maybe let's say each day we get a new buff. For example, one day we get double XP for the whole day, the other day we get double star drops. I feel like we should get some more rewards. I don't know, I just feel like we should get some daily rotating reward source system where one day we'll get double star drops, one day we'll get double XP, one day we'll get coin shower. Or maybe each week, maybe the whole week we'll have double star drops, the whole of next week we'll have double coin shower, the whole of next week we'll have this, and blah 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 and blah. But one thing I feel like a lot of you guys have forgotten is the old game modes. Let me put something off the let me empty out my drawer and look inside. There's a game mode that has not been talked about in years. This game mode is rusted and dusted. If this game mode was a book, it would be filled with dust. And that is Lone Star. Does that ring a bell? Alright, the new players won't understand Lone Star, but for the old players, the ancient players should I call them in fact, I feel like we should get some each week instead of having those. Remember when we used to have weekend game modes where we would have boss fight, Robo Rampage and all that stuff? I feel like we should instead get old game modes like Takedown, Lone Star, Boss Fight. We really should get some old game modes back inside of Brawl Stars for the weekend. For the weekend only, we should get Takedown, Lone Star, Boss Fight. I feel like this would be so fun, because a lot of these game modes are genuinely fun. They don't even have to give you trophies. It's just the thrill and the OG nostalgia of playing these old game modes. And now they're gone and we can't even play them.
Mastery removed. Alright, cool. Brawl Stars, there was no need to remove mastery, but to replace it with a record. What the flip? Yo, I don't know if it's just me who's crashing out over this, but if it is just me, then I guess that's a skill issue. But I believe most of the community is annoyed at the fact that mastery is gone. I mean, by now, don't worry, we've all settled in, we've all embraced records. But if we had a chance to go back in time and just slap Supercell before they introduce records, I'm pretty sure we all would do that. Yo, I'm joking. I love Supercell. The only place I want to touch them is give them a hug, okay? But in all seriousness, I feel like they do need to rework the record system again and bring back mastery. However, with a little twist. And if they don't want to do this, then that's fine. We need some changes to records. I'll start with the changes to records first. I feel like records is just too grindy. Having to win about 300 games to get a mastery with one brawler is insane. Especially because if you guys remember back in mastery, you would get mastery for ranked, which means that you would get about 500 points for each ranked game you'd win. As in like each set of 2 games, you would get 500 mastery points. Or like, okay, 500 is a little bit of a stretch, but my point is you would get more mastery points for ranked than you would for this record system, because records, it doesn't count ranked. If you were to win 2 ranked games, it will only say you won 2 ranked games. However, if you were to get a mastery and win games, you would get plus 170 mastery points for those 2 games. Do you see the comparison here? You're earning more points in mastery than you are in ranked. Now, Supercell could combat me and say, yeah, but records are easier to get because you have to win less games. However, it just doesn't feel like that. I don't know if Supercell have done some like 200 IQ scam over here, but in my opinion, it just feels like records are more grindy. So can we please change up the rewards? For example, I feel like at 100 points, once you reach 100 points with a brawler, let's say that brawler is Colt. At 100 points of reaching Colt, you should get Colt's common pin pack. This includes Colt's laughing pin, Colt's sad pin, and Colt's angry pin. And then at 150 wins with Colt, you should get the facepalm pin. Then at 200 points, you get the profile icon. At 250 points, you should get a random Colt skin. I mean a random Colt skin that's in the catalog, of course. I don't want to give anybody any exclusive Colt skin. But I'm just saying, I feel like you should get a random Colt skin. This is just an idea. This is just a concept, guys. It can be tweaked a little. All I'm saying is, I feel like the whole point we should rework records is because why am I going to be getting a star drop? What am I going to do with a star drop? Give me some cosmetics for the brawler that I am mastering. That way I can prove to everybody this is my main brawler. If you get me. I feel like this change to records could easily happen. And I just don't see why it's not already a thing. Because in most games, the whole point of mastery is as you go along the track, you will earn emotes and start a sort of stuff for the character that you are playing as. Just want to say a big thank you to whoever's watching this video. Like, I'm a small content creator, of course, so leaving me a like would do me a lot, as well as a comment. I do my best to respond to every single comment, so yes, I will respond to your comment. I'm not no celebrity who's gonna go through my comment section, so please leave me a comment. I will do my best to reply to it. Join my Discord server if you want to contact me, and if you want to find some teammates to play with inside the Brawl Stars. I'm raising a big community right now. There are lots of people from various skill levels. We have people from just starting the game all the way till 90,000 trophies in my Discord server. So join my Discord server. Hope you enjoyed today's concept video. Leave a like and a subscribe. I will be posting more often, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed.